Hi, we are Juan, Ferran, and Merce, and in this video we will be talking about community managers. Along the video, we are going to explain in a summarized and simple way all the content of our written work, so you can learn everything related to community managers. But well, to get into the subject, the first thing you need to know is what is a community manager? A community manager is a worker that companies hire to take care of social networks. It may not seem a very difficult job because we are all very used to spend a lot of time using social networks, but it really is a very exhausting and sacrificed work. This is because a community manager does not have a predefined timetable, but they are usually hired to be when they are needed at any time, either for a simple thing like putting a tweet or for something that takes a long time and that, even if it's not the best time, the worker must do. Obviously, this means that depending on the relationship between the community manager and the company, the level of stress changes. If the relationship between the community manager and the company is good, both parties can talk and agree on times and moments when the services are required, so as not to stress the worker. But on the other hand, if there is no relationship, the community manager will always have the feeling that at any moment they can call him to send him something. But well, now that you know a little bit about what a community manager is and why it's not as simple a job as it may seem, let's go to the next question you may be asking yourself right now.
Now, knowing what a community manager is, we are going to talk about their main task and some extra ones. As we have already mentioned, one of the simplest things that can be sent to a community manager is to publish a type of advertisement. The announcement must be published by the community manager in all social networks of the company at the same time according to the established time, and can contain a lot of things. They can contain photos, links, text, and encourage consumers to buy and must be strictly planned for it, among other things. Another of the most common tasks of the community manager is the task of customizing the profiles of the different social networks to go according to the different advertising actions that the company has at that time for this. The community manager must change things like profile pictures, banners, or biographies of the profiles. But not everything ends here. A community manager has to know very well how the internet worlds work. By this, we mean that he has to know what is in fashion at all times, what vocabulary is used among people, and most importantly, which people are really influential at all times. The community manager is expected to have this quality so that he can easily do things like respond to public messages from customers and try to get in touch with influencers to create promotion that can bring the company's products to many more people.
Finally, we are going to give you an example of who a community manager has to have behaved in this case here in Spain. In Spain, social networks like Twitter are very associated with young people who in turn consume a lot of online content from applications like YouTube and Twitch. This must be taken into account and someone who does it very well is the community manager of the company KFC. This community manager is always very attentive to everything that happens with the biggest influencer in Spain. Knows all the context and the most used expression and on top of that. He's very funny when it comes to publishing memes. These memes can be brand oriented to advertise the brand or simply be funny memes to make people decide to follow the account and therefore become a potential customer. Their sarcastic answer and reference are very successful and get a lot of repercussion. Sometimes even creating challenges with different influencers in an unexpected way. A clear example of this closeness with the community is the last great advertise action that KFC did with this community manager a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, Ibai and other high-level streamers opened a server in the popular game GTA V, in which they got to play creating characters and stories. And what did KFC do? Well, they paid to be on the server creating a store when the streamers could go and also the community manager go into the game to recreate Colonel Sanders, the characteristic character on the KFC brand. And well, this has been all. We hope we have solved your doubts and that you like the video. Bye.